Hello and welcome to ParaMedia Podcast. If you are joining us today, we are doing a tutorial or a how-to and informational on K2 meters. So, if you've ever watched any paranormal shows, you've probably seen an investigator walking around with one of these. This is a K2 meter, and what a K2 meter does is it picks up on electromagnetic energy, or EMF. So right here on the lovely K2 meter, it does say K2 EMF meter. So I'm going to explain a little bit about this meter, and if you ever are interested in picking up paranormal investigating yourself and want to know where to get it, I will drop the links as well in the description. But first, a little bit about this K2 meter. This K2 meter first was designed for electrical engineers. They would use it for detecting live electrical in walls and everything. And paranormal investigators just found this device and decided to give it a go. And it actually worked out with promising results. So one thing that is believed with the paranormal is spirits are just energy. If electrical engineers are picking up on this for energy throughout the walls, detecting live electricity, running to power outlets or what have you, then why couldn't an investigator do that with ghosts? We have, and this is now a well-known tool for paranormal investigating. I have used this tool many a times. It does work. It's an incredible device if you're ever interested in paranormal investigating yourself and you're just wanting to start out and try and see what there is. You want to have some equipment, but you don't want to go all crazy expensive. This is probably one of your best bets. This is one of the more reasonably priced devices. This is about $80 on Amazon. That's not bad compared to how expensive some of the equipment can get. But what you've got here on this K2 meter are 5 lights at the very top, and each one's a different color. So you've got blue, green, yellow, orange, and red, but it looks a little pink. See that? So when it detects electromagnetic energy, the lights will light up. It even shows it on the meter itself, 1.5, 2.5, 10, 20 milligauss, which is how you measure energy. If you're getting something in the red or the orange, which is right next to the red, you might want to look at what's around you. Check and see, are you around any electrical equipment that's live and active first? That's debunk and make sure that you don't have any electrical equipment that could explain the activity. If you don't, you're in for an EVP session or start investigating there, because you might have just walked into some energy there that may be open to communicating. Give it a try. If you do that, please, I would love to hear it. I would love to have you on as a guest speaker if you have an experience, but for now, let's keep on to EMF meters. So the way to turn on the EMF meter, there's this little section here in midway. It's almost got like arrows. I don't know if it's, yep, there it goes. It's showing a little bit on the screen. It's actually a button. So you just press that and there it lights up. No, it's on. It's got a solid green right now. It's just showing that it's on. So that's not really going to help you with, oh, it's green, maybe I've got activity. I'm getting a little bit of a blip here next to the green. Trust me, it's not activity. I've got a lot of electrical around me that is probably starting to trigger this a bit. Even shaking it a little bit might set it off. So just when you're investigating, when you're using this device, keep it steady and be aware and mindful of what kind of active electrical equipment you have around you. Another fun fact about the K2 meter, and this is why you always turn your phone on airplane mode when you're investigating. If you get a call, if you get a text, if you get any notification on your phone, it's going to be triggered. And so you're going to set the K2 off. I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like by just setting an alarm. So it's 9:35 currently. I'm going to set the alarm for 9:36 or 9:37. Uh, 9:37 because it just changed to 9:36. So I have that alarm set 9:37, and I'm going to wait for the alarm to go off, and I'll show you what happens with the K2 whenever that happens. But while we wait for a little less than a minute, I'm going to keep kind of explaining a little bit about the K2. So, the K2 meter has a sensor, and the sensor is not at the very front. A lot of people kind of get confused because the buttons do make it misleading, and you think, oh, I got to investigate like this. It's not a TV remote, and the sensor is not right here, but it's actually right here. So, the very back of it. Here we go. K2. Not liking electronics, or liking it, I guess, and let you know about it. But yeah, there you go. That sets off a K2. So you put your phone on airplane mode, put it away when you're investigating. Trust me, if you're around seasoned investigators that are actually taking it very seriously, they're not going to be super thrilled with you contaminating their evidence and them trying to get communication and whatever else. So just a friendly little heads up. Phone's away. You don't need it. Unless you're using it to snap photos or something, have it on airplane mode. That's the best situation. If you've got some sort of emergency where you're waiting on a call or something and you need to have your phone, let everybody know ahead of time. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm expecting an important call. I can't turn my phone on airplane mode or whatever, but I will do my best not to have it as a problem, and I'll walk out whenever I get the call or whatever. That generally works. I mean, there have been many investigations where I have people have communicated that, and it was not an issue. It was thanks for letting us know, and we'll work with you on that. So the sensor's on the back here. So while you're investigating, you don't want to investigate like this. You kind of want to hold it up so that the energy can meet the back of it. And when the energy gets to the back, it's going to, I don't know if it's spiking whenever I'm smacking it on the back, but it was earlier. It's not paranormal energy, that's just the sensor noticing me hitting it. So the sensor's on the back. The spirit interacting with the K2 are gonna trigger it by the back. That does not mean hold it like this, just angled, sort of. That would be fine while you're walking, maybe even like that, just where you can see the lights in case the K2 meter is picking up on something. You don't need to go all extreme and wild with it. I mean, if you want to, that's your choice and good for you. I fully support that, but you might look a little weird in the process. 100% your choice. No judgment here, but just K2 like this, natural. It's natural holding it like this and investigating. And yeah, when you're done investigating and you want to power the K2 off and put it away, pack up and go home, you just hit the power button again, and that will turn the K2 off. The lights will disappear. That's how you know they're gone. As far as replacing batteries or changing out batteries, there is, I believe, a 9-volt battery in this K2 meter. I'm not 100% sure because in all the years that I've had a K2 meter, I have not once needed to replace the battery. But it does have, on this K2, two screws at the bottom and top where you can take the back off, and that's where the battery is. But if that's a thing, if any investigators on here that have used K2s over the years have actually had to replace the battery, I'd love confirmation on that. I'd love to hear from you. I personally have 2 K2 meters right here, and I have not replaced any of the batteries. And one is my primary K2. The other is a backup that I can just hand off to someone that can borrow or whatever, but I've never replaced any of the batteries. It's not to say that that's never going to happen. The batteries just don't drain on K2s very quickly. It probably takes a long while, and even if we have to. So that's the K2 meter. I will again drop the link on where you can buy these in the description, and I hope to see you all out there investigating sometime. K2 meters are fantastic tools. They're lower end of the budget if you're not looking to go all extreme. This device is perfect for you. So thank you so much for joining ParaMedia Podcast today. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this video, if you enjoyed it, if you thought it was helpful. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. If you know someone that'd be interested in this video, please do send it their way. I do appreciate all my podcast viewers. Thank you so much. You are very essential and incredible for watching. Thank you. Be safe out there and stay happy. I'll see you next time. Peace.